time. So
Okay.
I'm looking at this first question here. The thing that's not really it's hard to justify here is to doing it the way they want. Completing the square is kind of it's a very specific technique, and I don't necessarily want you to do that for this. What I want you to do though is I want you to move everything to the right side. So I want that leading term to be positive. So 2x squared plus 4x minus 30 equals 0. Do you see how I just moved those to the other side, adding them?
Yes.
Okay. So if we factor out the greatest common factor,
Mhm.
I want you to solve this by factoring, please. Or factor it, and then we'll solve by factoring.
Oh, okay. Okay. I did that. Hello?
Yep, so what did you get here? Because you said x plus 5 equal to 0 and x minus 3 equal to 0.
Yes.
So x equals,
5 and x equals -3.
no.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I switched it by accident.
Okay,
But yeah. That's how you do it.
all right, good. So let me enter that in, and then we'll move on to the next one here. This one's tough. They want you to do it by completing the square. This is a very advanced completing the square. I wouldn't, I would never expect an Algebra 1 student to be able to do this advanced of a question.
Did I get that right or wrong?
You did, but I mean, you can get it right for a lot of reasons. I mean, you can get it right for guessing. You can get it right for, a lot of things. So what we want to do here is, why don't you graph this? Do you have your Desmos open?
Um, yeah, well, I can get it up.
Okay, so get it up, and I want you to graph that. Now, instead of z, what are you going to graph?
X.
Yes.
All right. So both lines are parallel.
No, it should be some sort of a U shape, Christopher.
Really?
Did you enter the exponent?
Yep. I entered everything.
Did you type equal 0?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
So
that's...
don't do that. You could put a y in front if you want.
Oh, equals y. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I want you to figure out where it crosses. Now it's not going to be a fraction. It's going to be a decimal. What is
Yes.
that decimal? Give me one of them.
-0.75.
Okay. So which of these is negative 0.75?
Uh, letter A.
Could be that one.
Uh-huh.
Could be that one, right? It's
Yes.
definitely not the other two. So now where's the other crossing?
1.333,
Okay, so
etc.
that seems like the first one there.
Yes.
So for two questions, here's what we've done. We've solved one by factoring and one by graphing. Do you see that?
Yes.
Which is easier? Which do you like better?
The graphing was easier to do because...
Graphing's pretty powerful.
Yes.
All right, Laura is designing a rectangular patio in her garden. So we're going to draw a rectangular patio like this. She has enough tiles to cover 270 square feet. So that's x, y, x times y equals 270. That's what that means. 270 square feet. Square feet is an area. This is an area here.
Yes.
Okay. She wants the length of the patio. Sorry, I didn't mean to scroll down. She wants the length of the patio. The length is y
Hmm.
to be 17 feet longer than the width. Well, if x is the width, x plus 17 is 17 feet longer.
Hmm.
Okay, so this right here comes and substitutes in for y. X times x plus 17 equals 270. So when you distribute this x, you get x squared plus
Plus
17x
17x.
equals 270.
Hmm.
I'm going to move this 270 to the other side.
Hmm.
Now you can solve this by graphing. I want you to do that. I want you to put a y in front here. I want you to figure out where this crosses the x-axis.
Okay. Okay. Found the points.
What's one of the x values?
Negative 27.
Okay, what's the other one?
10. Positive 10.
10. Okay, now in the context of this problem, x is a part of this rectangle. It's this right here.
Yes.
Can x be negative?
No.
No. So this must be 10.
Yes.
The other side was y, but we said it was x plus 17.
Yes.
So what is that?
So it's 10. X is 10, so that's 27.
Good. So scrolling back to the answers here, which one is correct?
Letter A.
Letter A. Good.
I believe I got that one right or wrong. I don't remember.
Well, for sure it was one or the other.
Eh. Who
Okay,
knows?
so this one is really similar because it's basically the same problem with different numbers.
Okay.
Um,
Same but different.
Same but different. Classic phrase. Um, do you have these notes written down?
Uh, no, I haven't. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I've been
Why don't you write these down because you're going to do the same thing in this next problem. So get these down. I mean, I
Okay.
will send this to you at the end, but it doesn't do you any good right now. I haven't sent them to you.
Okay. Okay. Done.
Okay. So now this problem, your x times y,
Hmm.
your x times y is 71, and y is x plus 12. See that?
Hmm.
Okay. So I want you to use that information to solve for
To solve for it,
yeah,
or okay. So you said x times y equals 71.
right? What did we do in the previous problem?
Well, s- we put 71 in for x and for
No,
y. Well,
no,
we
no. What did we do in the previous problem?
we did x plus 17. X times y equals 270. So we need to find the answer
So what are you
for.
going to do here with x plus 12?
I'm going to let me see. Let me see. I have to put the. I need to put x plus 12 in parentheses and put x in for both.
That's right. You're substituting in for for y.
Oh, for y. Okay. All right. Okay. Should I do this on a on the graph
What
again.
did we do next, Christopher? What did we do in this previous problem?
We did y equals x squared plus 17x minus 270.
Okay, so what are you going to put in your calculator here in Desmos for this one?
I'm going to put y equals x squared plus 12x minus
Anything?
71.
Good. Do that and figure out what value of x you get.
Okay, I got both. I get negative 16.344. We
Okay,
can't have a negative,
good.
so we have to have positive. Okay, so it's 4.344.
Looks like it's this one.
Yes.
All right. This one is, again, just like the previous ones. You're finally getting questions that ask you to do the same thing but with different numbers, which is what you need for learning. So do this one on your own, please.
Okay. Letter C.
Are you asking or telling me?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Letter C.
Okay, so here's how I can check. Does 6.49 times 18.49, does that multiply to 120?
Yes.
I don't know. Did you try it?
Yes, I did. Do you want me to do it again?
But did you just multiply the answers?
No, I didn't multiply them. I used the graph.
Good. All right, excellent. Okay, so we're submitting now. We'll mark, Ray. Okay, let's go to next lesson here.
Okay.
I'm pulling up your grade book.
All right.
Quadratic formula. Okay. Okay, so these again, it's kind of like they tell you which method to use, but you don't have to use that method.
Okay.
In fact, it's like we've always talked about, like, would you use a hammer when you need to screw something in? No.
You wouldn't.
You don't use a screwdriver as a hammer. Like, sometimes the method here is not the right one, but they haven't written these questions in such a way where you get them. So this one, it's up to you. You can either factor, or we can use the quadratic formula, but I'm okay if you factor this.
Okay. I used the quadratic formula, but if you think I should factor it, then I can try to factor this.
Okay.
I remember something about factoring. So for 24, you need to first of all you need to have something that'll multiply into 24, but it will add up to 11.
Good.
So yeah, I got x plus 3 and x plus 8.
Okay. So you're setting each of those equal to 0.
Mhm.
So what does x equal?
X equals negative 3 and x equals negative 8.
Good.
So it's letter A.
All right, let's look at the next one.
Okay.
You have your choice here. You can factor or use quadratic formula. I would factor this. I'm going to step away for about 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
Okay. The answer is letter A.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, the answer is letter A.
I agree. All right, great. The next one here is again kind of your decision. I would definitely
Factor.
factor it, but before you do, you have to get everything on one side of the equation. And generally, you want the x squared to be positive, so you're going to move the 3x over here.
Okay. Letter D.
Okay, I agree. All right, great. All right. So this one, if you look at the answer space, the answers are all decimals.
Yeah,
Um,
it's estimation.
yeah. What I'd like you to just because in terms of time, I want you to graph these on Desmos,
Okay.
and I want you to come up with the answer.
So you want me to graph the equation, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You're graphing just the left side.
And put y in for 0.
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay. All right. I got my two answers.
Okay.
Negative 1.8. Wait, negative 1.816 and negative 0.184.
So these are all rounded to 2 decimal places. Which one is correct?
Letter D.
Good. All right. Last one here. And I'll have you do the same thing. I'll have you graph this.
All right.
Make sure you get this term to the other side.
Okay. Okay. I get negative 1667, and I get 0.
So none of those answers are there.
So
What do you?
there are no real solutions.
No, that's not the first thing you should do. What did you graph? What do you show in your graph?
Y equals 3x squared plus x plus 2.
And you're sure? Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this b squared minus 4ac. That's the discriminant. You probably saw that in.
Yeah.
So a is 3, b is 1, and c is 2.
Mm-hmm.
So b squared is 1 squared minus 4 times 3 times 2.
Mm-hmm.
1 minus 24 is negative 23. Since the discriminant is less than 0, that means there are no real solutions, as you said. I don't know what you came up with, but those weren't where it crossed the x-axis.
I graphed it like you told me to.
I know, but there is no place that it crosses the x-axis.
Oh.
So let me graph it myself and try to figure out what you were referring to, because
Yeah. Oh wait, I see now. I was on the y-axis instead of.
and you gave me 2, and I don't know why you did that. You gave me the bottom point and the vertex and where it crosses the y-axis,
Yeah.
but this does not cross. Okay. All right. Let's go look at your quiz.
Okay.
This is for March 12th, and then this will get you
Then I'll get caught up on the rest.
caught up. Yeah. All right, 10 questions. I'll throw them at you in the order that I think is good to do. You're welcome to graph all of these. You're welcome to factor them if you can.
Sure.
Okay. This one I think you should factor.
Okay. I get letter C as my answer.
Agreed. That's perfect. So here's the next one I'm going to snip in. It says to do completing the square. I think you should factor it, and I think you should factor out the greatest common factor first. Do you know what I mean by that?
Oh, so I have to.
What can you factor out of this?
I can factor out the 4
Yep.
and get n squared minus 4n minus.
Yep.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know what.
Go ahead and give this a try. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, I'm back. Let me know when you get an answer, please.
Letter D.
Letter D. Okay. So the way I check these, because I'm not factoring, well, I guess I should factor. It's n minus 7, n plus 3. So yeah, it is letter D. Um, Let me get that entered here. All right. Here's another one here. This one you can factor again.
Okay.
Um, it's nice because the answers are
Letter D. Dead.
So let me just check this here. X squared minus 22, x minus 23, x minus 23, x plus 1. So yeah, it is letter D. All right. All right, so let's do the next one. I want you to graph. Actually, you've already done this one. I don't know why they repeated it here, but I'll snip it in anyway. Want you to graph this and tell me what the solutions are for this, please.
All right. No real solutions.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't understand why they put that in.
All right, so let's do another one here. This is going to be another graphing problem.
Okay. I'll get on it. Oh, there's no. Oh, I thought you already snipped it in.
Nope. And I'm doing them not in order because there's never.
No. So when you said do this one, it's another graphing. I didn't look at which question it was. I thought it was another one that had his. Never mind. Negative 2.351 and 0.851. So it's letter B. The answer is letter B.
Okay. I agree. All right, so this should all be review because you've done a bunch of these
Yeah.
already. So now we're gonna do a couple of word problems. These are ones that we did earlier.
Okay.
You're gonna set these up like we did earlier.
Mhm.
That's why I had you take your notes. I think there's 2 of these in the quiz. So after you get your equation, you're gonna graph it and find find the solution.
All right. Okay, we get negative 20.811 and 10.811. So,
That's not right.
really?
Yep, x times y equals 255.
Mm-hmm.
What does y equal?
Y equals 10. Well, x plus 10. X plus 10, sorry.
X times x plus 10.
Mm-hmm. That's what I did.
So you should graph this.
Sorry, I put a 2 instead of a 5. Sorry about that.
Okay, just put the
Yeah,
correct numbers in.
Yeah, it's letter D. I mean, sorry, letter C. God,
Are
I
you
can't.
sure?
It's letter C, yes. I looked at 11.3773 and I accidentally said letter D instead of C.
Okay. Well, lucky for you, you get a chance to
Redeem myself.
redeem yourself here and get another one here. It's the same thing, just different numbers.
This is the same one.
Yes, it is.
My answer is letter D. Is there another problem?
Well, yeah, there's more. We're not all the way through.
No, I mean like one of these word problems.
No.
That's disappointing.
All right, so I want you to, this is a question that asks you to use the discriminant. So
Okay.
I want you to calculate the discriminant for this.
All right. I'll be right back. Give me 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Hey, I'm back.
Yep. Let's go ahead and work through this.
All right. There are no real solutions.
Okay. How did you come up with that? What's the value of D?
The value of D is negative 42. Oh, sorry. The D is 6 squared minus 4 times 6 times 3. And you get 36 minus 78.
This is 72. But
Really?
yeah.
I thought it was 78.
Well, try again here. I mean, there's 4 times 6 is 24. 3 24s is 72.
Oh, wait. Yep. You're right.
You're doing great. We're almost through. We're almost through here. Just a couple more questions. This is it's a completing the square question. It's the right type here where you have to figure out what goes in there. So the completing the square, which we didn't really talk about, you have x squared plus bx plus an empty space here.
Oh,
Oops, that's supposed to be
X, yeah.
an x. Okay. So the thing that goes here is related to what this factors into. If this is a plus, this is plus or minus. It becomes plus or minus x plus or minus b over 2. So you take half of this, and then what goes here is half of that squared. So what is half of negative 24?
Negative, positive 12.
What is half of negative 24?
12?
What is half of negative 24?
I don't know. Negative 12?
Yes. So that's what goes here. It's x minus 12 squared. So the number that goes up here is this number squared.
Okay, so it's 144.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so we got one more here.
I see that they give me an equation.
They do. Now they tell you the velocity. The velocity is actually 22, and they tell you that it starts 6 feet above the ground, minus 6t squared, plus 22t plus 6. That's your equation. All you have to do is figure out the discriminant here.
Okay. The answer is A.
Yes, the answer is A. Good. Excellent. All right, let me see if there's any more. That might have been the last one. Yeah, it looks like that's all of them. So I'm going to submit. for you here. You did all the work, did a great job.
All right. So do you want me to do some more eBay stuff or?
We'll have to talk about that offline.
Okay.
All right. Great job. Let me know when I can help again.
Okay. All right.
See you
Bye.
next time. Bye.
Bye.